Cardinals and the Broncos under the lights on Monday night.
A terrific night for football as EA Sports takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in the capital city of Denver. And off we go from Denver. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the man who proclaims to be from a whole pack of Badgers. Came into the league back in 2012, Russell Wilson.
And I think that even after a decade in the NFL, he doesn't get enough credit for not just his consistency, but his brilliant play and leadership as well. He's won a Super Bowl in Seattle. He's led his team to another Super Bowl opportunity also in Seattle. His numbers are always terrific, almost always in the Pro Bowl, and all his team does is win. This guy's a natural leader.
He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. Now it's Wilson. Screenplay set up for Williams. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1. A lot more to go. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time. He's certainly one of those quarterbacks that can burn you with his mobility, but that time able to hem him in and get him to the ground.
Perfect descriptor right there about how they kept him in the pocket. Excellent job of containment, but they were still able to continue to bring such strong pressure without letting him escape. But how about those guys in the secondary as well? Kept the coverage tight, plastered to the receivers, and left no real options for him to throw it downfield.
Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 36. They give it to Williams, running right. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he's got room. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. 48 yards rushing for him now. What a drive for him to kick off the new season. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Broncos are on the board here first in the season opener. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was Russell Wilson finishing things off with a touchdown run. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by the former number 3 overall pick back in 2021. It's Trey Lance.
In recent years, we've seen a lot of love for North Dakota State in the NFL draft. And Trey Lance, he's a great example of what the Bison are sending to the league each and every year. This guy looks like a franchise quarterback. He wants his opportunity to prove it to the rest of the league.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Play action. Now it's Lance. Rolling to his left. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside.
Ready.
First carry for Raheem Mostert to the 43, second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. In motion, Hill.
Ready?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lance. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
Ready, field, check, field.
And they'll go for it. Lance. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. After 7-0 on EA Sports. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready, ready. Go, 17.
To throw, it's Lance. He finds his man, complete. It's Gross. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Taking down at the 19-yard line. A 4-yard pickup on the play. 1st down by 8. They'll keep it on the ground. Gross. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Lance now to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Noah Fant from 19 yards away. And the Dolphins are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Their first passing touchdown of the ball game, and they go to the big tight end in those sure hands, and he provides the score.
Certainly looked like they were focused on taking away other weapons, and he certainly made them regret that because he found the soft spot, ended up taking it to the end zone. Nice throw, too, to complete the play.
Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. A 10-play drive that time.
And it's Noah Fant who caps things off with the touchdown.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Handler elects not to return it.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos.
Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1.
They begin the drive with Williams. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last play got just... And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 34.
CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Over the middle, complete. That's Sutton. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson, he's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
On first down, Wilson.
Got his man, it's Dosich. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Wilson will throw again.
Over the middle, complete to Judy. And the Broncos are going to have a first and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
He'll drop this down to Williams.
A gain of 7 that time, second goal. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? They'll run it with Williams. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos have taken the lead. It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it, and he gets it done.
Looks good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So Miami coming out for their second drive.
Well, Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Faking the give to Mostert. Now Lance.
And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long and way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
On play action, Lance.
And going deep for Hill. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
Lance to throw for it on 4th down.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson.
Throw to the right, caught by Dulcich.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Now it's Wilson. Flushed out right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Russell Wilson. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Broncos will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Lutz with the extra point. And it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
And the Dolphins with one final possession here in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores.
30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10.
Working from the gun, Lance. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
To throw on 2nd and 10.
Lance.
He's got a man complete. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And they'll send the tight end in motion left.
They fake the handoff. Now Lance.
And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Lance looks to throw again. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. Jalen Waddle in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on out. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback.
Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Now a play fake. Lance.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Off of play action, here's Lance.
That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. There's a nice move. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a 1st down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Mostert.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. It's picked up by the Broncos. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. And he'll be taken down at the 18. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Now it's Wilson.
On the slant, completes to Sutton.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
A couple of veterans, Wilson to Sutton there for the Bronco 1st.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw taken in by Sutton.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked up by Javon Holland.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick 6.
Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
And coming out now, the Broncos. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
And they'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson.
Right back to Judy, and it's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage. And that's exactly what he got done there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Wilson.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 29-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Now a 1st down carry, it's Williams. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. Welcome back now to Denver. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. On 2nd and a couple. Wilson.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy.
What a methodical drive. This is turning out to be that time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw no different.
Yeah, a lot of people call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
To throw is Wilson. Eluding the pressure right.
And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy.
A 12-yard touchdown Brown.
And the Broncos have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
Roughing a kicker. Defense.
Boy, tight game like this, 4th quarter, personal foul penalties, a no-no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
Miami set to take over. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the 4th quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
That's ready.
On 1st down, Lance.
And going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a 1-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Lance.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Play action. Now it's Lance. Got a man. It's Waddle, complete.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Lance now on first down.
He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill. A 24-yard touchdown.
And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. And we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for two, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Broncos are about set to go on offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. So first and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos
at their 25-yard line. From the shotgun, Wilson. Caught left side, Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And they'll get it up just...
Any score could be the winning one, and he is certainly aware of that. Look at the way he locked in on that marker and made a mad scramble to get to it for the first down.
Now Wilson on first down. And his throw here's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Broncos on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Wilson. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one.
And this returnable for Hill.
"35 yards that time on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football.
Jalen Waddle, the speedster wide receiver, brings out this offense.
He's north of 150 yards in this game. He's been doing his thing, hasn't he?
That he has, and he's been enjoying himself. And it's the type of game that you get locked into a pretty good groove. May not be record-shattering, but it's the type of game that if you accumulate that throughout a season, you can be one of the top receivers in the game.
See how much they incorporate him here on this drive. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
But one thing we certainly know, he likes to take those risks deep downfield during games, coverage or not. The coverage was there on that one. No catch, but he's also fortunate. No turnover either.
On play action, Lance. Open man, that's Gesicki down the field.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Let's go now.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
Here's Lance. He'll fire it deep for Rager.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Now Lance.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Jalen Waddle.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
As his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Elliott good with a PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So Russell Wilson and the offense down by 7. A minute 11 to go. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. Throwing now is Wilson.
Able to get this to Patrick.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
And that's caught by Williams.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Wilson's throw. Receiver Judy.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Now Wilson.
He's got Hamler, and he is out of bounds. 20 seconds to go as he does pick up a first down.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down, got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as they understand where they are on the field?
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Wilson to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Wilson. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1. It's tempting to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And the touchdown capped off by the PAT, and that means that we are likely heading to overtime. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25.
Here we go. Here we go. Let's go.
Lance looking to throw.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So conditioning going to be a factor here. Who can hold up to the test? It's overtime here in week 1. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25.
Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here.
All set up for them right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast.
And now off to the races down the right side. The 20. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and a game winner in OT. Well, you never know what you're going to expect when you come to the stadium to call a game. Sometimes you get good ones, sometimes you get bad ones, sometimes you get great ones. And that's what we had here. What an exciting finish on that last big play.
And I think that as we look at it, we're talking about a great finish, which went along with a game that obviously was dramatic because we did get into overtime. What type of play calls do you have left? What have you not shown? Or what have you made an adjustment to what you've worked out all the way through? It's going to give you the play we saw to win the game. But I know everyone's thinking that that was something they just drew up. It might have been something they've been working on, and now they got the right matchup.
So for the Broncos, there was a game that could have gone either way, but they get the touchdown in overtime to secure the Week 1 victory. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Baltimore Ravens.